Well, there are three main challenges that I found in transitioning from a regular runner to an ultra runner. The first one is keeping the miles up. Now, luckily, I work for a good employer. I have a supportive family around me who lets me fit the miles in, so I can work earlier, finish earlier, which means I can run to and from work, and that means I can be at about 80 miles by Friday afternoon. And my wife and son put up with me getting up early to get the miles in, and my wife does a great job of looking after our son so that I can run early mornings on the weekends. But I always make sure that I'm back by 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning, no matter how far I run, to make sure that we can spend the weekend together. So that means that I get my 100 miles a week in by Saturday morning, and then I've got 48 hours rest from running and a weekend to spend as a family. The second is that the pain at times can be unreal. And I'm talking about pain in your feet. When you've been pounding your feet against the concrete or the rocky trails for 4 or 5 hours, the pain becomes something else. I remember my first 50-mile ultra, about 40 miles in, we're headed back onto tarmac, and it was a world of pain. But then when I did my first 100-mile race, I found that pain doesn't get any worse. So you learn to deal with it. It's there from the same point, but you just learn to deal with it, get through the run, and it makes you stronger. And the third is mastering eating while you're running. If you're going to be running for 40, 50, 60, 100 miles, even 24 hours, you need to take some fuel in. Now, this is something that I never really used to enjoy, running marathons, taking in gels and drinks, but it's something I've had to learn how to do for running ultra marathons. I'm still learning and I'm still getting better at it, but it's different. You've got to learn how to keep it down. You've got to have a support crew around you to hand you those things at checkpoints after each lap on certain races. But it's all good fun and I enjoy it. But in all, I've really loved stepping up to ultras. It gives me a chance to test my endurance, push myself and see what I'm capable of.